Okay, this is sort of an addendum to my video on Deelishus. I would have to point out too, as the other gentlemen have wonderfully pointed out, that it seemingly was that she's on this paper chase, that she's looking at him for material wealth and possessions. Now, of course, it has come up that Deelishus has tended to flock towards the the dope boys, the slanger, the hustler, whatever. So it doesn't sound like she was too naive about her position in this situation. I also want to point out that she is a woman that basically is modeling, and of course, her modeling is borderline. Well, let's call it what it is. It is pornography. It's pornography. It's not the X-rated, explicitly sexual movie, but it is pornography. It is her half naked, posing in men's magazines, showing off curves, hips, buttocks, and thighs and everything else. So ultimately, when you see Deelishus, you think of sex. The very fact that her stage name is Deelishus. Deelishus, of course. Delicious. I mean, seriously? That has all sorts of sexual and erotic connotations, but yet she wants to paint herself as the innocent victim of circumstance. No, I'm not saying that if a woman dresses a certain way or looks a certain way, she's a certain type of way, but the evidence doesn't look good for her. And I earlier in my previous vid talked about not putting yourself in certain situations, like with the stolen car bit. When I went to serve on jury duty, there was a rule that we could not talk to the lawyers. The lawyers could not talk to us. Like, we could see a lawyer and say hello, and they could say hi or good morning, and then that was it. But the lawyers could not sit down and speak with us because the court did not want to even give the appearance of impropriety. So the very appearance of impropriety was to be avoided. Even when I worked in a call center and we were dealing with Federal Communications FCC rules, where we could not speak disparagingly or give the appearance of speaking disparagingly of the competitor. That's how serious it was. So to bring it back, don't even put yourself in that situation where someone can even fix their mouth to say anything. Cover your backside, and unfortunately, she did not do this in this situation. Especially sneaking out. She made the intent of sneaking out. Now, I don't know if she was trying to get, I don't know. I can't say what was going on through her mind at that time because I was not there. And ultimately, the only people that know is her, the guy, and God. But I do want to point out that she doesn't make a good case for herself. And I do find it somewhat disingenuous of the YouTubers that might have went after G-Man and Avenue, because here's the thing. We have to sort of we just as I must if a woman desires anyone to treat her as a competent adult, then competent adults also have to face the consequences of their actions. So I just wanted to just kind of throw my hat into the fray and just say, hey, look, just to all any young girls that might view this, just be careful of what situations you may place yourself into. And again, no, I'm not saying that a woman is asking to be raped. No one asks to be raped. However, just be careful of where you go, what you do. Even Little Red Riding Hood was warned against straying too far from the path in the woods. And unfortunately, with a lot of people, I think many women have looked at it as the man saying, "Oh, she was looking to get raped." No, but it's sort of like me sticking my hand into a fire, or me stepping out in rush hour traffic and getting hit by a car or truck. It's all about protecting yourself. And how this situation went down seemed like she was how do I phrase this? She was attempting to manipulate him in some way. So that's just something that many might want to consider, is that she may have had manipulative intent, the intent to manipulate, the intent to to sort of cast a spell on him, to seduce, and then something backfired. Well, that's really all I'm going to say on this particular subject, but I just wanted to sort of give my 2 cents on this. Take it easy.